So sometimes I have to play it really cool in a doctor's office and act like I don't know as much as I do know. And so I had 2 weeks to like special interest dive into like what a dermoid cyst is, what is a teratoma cyst, how do these happen, like everything about it. So I get in my specialist appointment. He cannot tell me anything about it. Like I even start asking questions and he tells me, oh, that can't be the cause to your thyroid issue, or that you could have a thyroid issue that caused your weight loss. But also he says, so you have a dermoid cyst. The scientific name is a teratoma. And he said a dermoid cyst, basically the way he worded it is that a dermoid cyst and a teratoma are like the same thing. They just have two different names. They are not the same thing. There's a dermoid cyst, and a teratoma is a type of dermoid cyst. A teratoma is the one that has the 3 skin layers that can form all of the things like the hair, the teeth, lungs, brain matter, things like that. A regular dermoid cyst that is not a teratoma just forms 1 layer, and it's more just like a big pimple than this scarier thing. And so it was like literally in that moment that I was like, wait, so do I have a teratoma or just like a dermoid cyst? Like I get, like, do I have a teratoma dermoid cyst? Because he said it was a dermoid cyst. Other people call it teratomas, and I'm like, is it this one or this one? And so I just said, so is that the one with a dermoid cyst is the one with all the hairs and the teeth? And he's like, yes. I was like, I googled it. He's like, don't do that, it's really scary, don't look at it. So is this the one with the hairs and stuff and the teeth? It can have eyes? Let's get into it. Let's read about it. I'm just confused because he didn't specify. He said it's the same thing. I'm like, no, there's 2 different types. There's the one that's a little less scary. A teratoma, the name means monster, and I think
1863, Rudolf Virchow introduced the term teratoma, derived from the Greek word teras, meaning monster.
I don't know. I read it. Let's geek out about this because this is what I've learned that the doctors didn't tell me. So, different types of teratomas. A mature cystic teratoma. These account for around 20% of all germ cell tumors on the ovaries. An immature teratoma. These contain several different types of cells, many of which may look abnormal under a microscope. They are cancers and can spread to other areas of the body. And a monodermal teratoma. These include stroma ovariae, which contains thyroid tissue. Remember how it was like, oh, it could secrete thyroid hormones that would have caused me to have a hyperthyroid issue why I dropped weight so quickly? And it wasn't anorexia or drugs, people. It was literally this. And then I talked to a doctor and was like, hey, I went underweight really bad and was like fainting and having organs shut down. I think it was really bad. Is it because of this? He said, no, they don't cause like thyroid issues. I was like, but they do. But they literally do. You either don't know that or you're just lying because you don't want to admit that I wasn't being treated when I should have. Like, what?